Alright guys, it's officially right now an official news as starting today the 19th of December 2024, Kadokawa and Sony have officially certified their deal, balancing both business and capital ventures moving forward. And this form of strategic business deal between the Tokyo, Japan Kadokawa Corporation and Sony Group Corporation today have officially signed a strategic capital and business alliance agreement, agreeing to conduct a third-party alignment by Kadokawa to Sony itself on January 7th, 2025, with Sony acquiring more than 120,000 new Kadokawa shares for approximately above 50 billion yen. With the acquisition of the new share, Sony will become Kadokawa's largest shareholder and holding approximately 10% of its share, including shares of Sony previously acquired in February 2001. Kadokawa and Sony historically have already collaborated in various projects. Through this capital and business alliance, intend to further the strength of their cooperation and to maximize both companies' IPs and value globally and facilitate wider and deeper collaboration, such as a potential joint investment in content field, joint discovery of new creators, joint promotion of further media of mix between both companies. In the future, the two companies plan to discuss the specific initiative for the collaboration, such as the initiative to adapt Kadokawa's IP into live action films, TV, drama, and globally expected. Kadokawa produce anime works and expands global distribution of Kadokawa animation works through Sony Group. Further expansion publish of Kadokawa games and develop human resources to promote, expand virtual productions itself. According to the chief executive of Kadokawa itself, Mr. Takashi Natsuno, he says, and I quote, "We are very pleased to conclude this capital and business alliance agreement with Sony. This alliance is expected not only to further the strengthening of our IPs jointly and creating new capabilities, but also strengthen our IP media mix options with Sony supporters for global expansion, allowing us to deliver our IPs to more users around the world. We are confident that this will greatly contribute to maximize the value of our IPs and increase our corporation value in the mid and long term. We intend to do our utmost to ensure that our collaboration efforts with Sony produce great results in the global markets." But according to the president, CEO, and CFO of Sony Group itself, Mr. Hiroko Toki, he says, and I quote as well, "Through this capital and business alliance, we will become the largest shareholder of Kadokawa, which consists great and wide variety of IP, include publishing books and such of light novels and comics, as well as games and anime. By combining the Kadokawa's extended IP and IP creation ecosystem with the strength of Sony, which has promoted the global expansion of a wide range of entertainment including anime, games, and we plan to work closely together to realize that Kadokawa's global media mix strategy aimed at maximizing its value of its IPs. Sony long-term vision in creating entertainment visions just go even further now." Now, according to the very much discussed news, not besides that Kadokawa is officially being bought by Sony itself, at least the majority of shareholders is now in the hand of Sony. This also means, as today, the 19th of December itself, Elden Ring itself, one of the biggest open world RPG of FromSoftware, has officially sold 28.6 million copies around the world since its very first release in February 2022. This marks one of the biggest sales and the most successful IP of FromSoftware and up to this date. You need to remember itself that the Dark Souls franchise itself, who was widely the best and most known franchise of FromSoftware, as of today, it's only sold 25.18 million copies across the world itself. And Dark Souls itself stems itself a very long franchise, above 12 years span into the gaming atmosphere itself, and only with 35 million copies. So the Elden Ring itself, in just a 3-year span, has already managed to sell above 28.6 million copies. It's not only one of the most grossing and most successful games in gaming history itself, but it's also one of the most iconic IPs of FromSoftware itself. It comes to the mainstream media and praises itself since the DLCs, and before that, the Elden Ring has managed to get himself different rewards and praises across the gaming community itself. There's only marks that Kadokawa's and the purchase of Sony itself, probably is going to be one of the most lucrative business deal ever made. As we are speaking right now, it's still extremely unsure what is the future is going to be if it comes to Kadokawa and Sony and the exclusivity of this franchise itself. As the more news is going to develop himself, you're going to hear it straight here in Keishi Games, and of course as me, as your host Keishi, also well known as the Ashen Lord itself. We're gonna go more in depth if the moment we hear that any form of game, none whatsoever, becomes an exclusive thing only for Sony itself. As we are speaking right now, like I said before, it is still very much a top secret hush situation right now. We do not know exactly where it's going to lead towards to, but that is one thing is for sure, that is a massive big dick move if it comes to Sony itself. I'm your host Keishi, and also known as the Ashen Lord. So thank you very much for being here, for chilling with me. If you like this content, give me your thoughts in the comments down below, good or bad. What do you think about this deal? Are you excited about it, or you're not excited about it? And what are you expecting for the future itself, as Sony is becoming more and more the most important and the biggest conglomerates if it comes to gaming and entertainment right now. It can be a good thing, it also can be not a good thing. So let me know in the comments down below. We're gonna go in depth about this later on down the line, but it is for today your gaming news within KC Games itself. Thank you very much. See you guys next time, man. One love only. Peace.